Hello guys. Today in this lesson, it's actually going to be pretty fun. Today we're going to be discussing the quadratic formula or quadratic equations. You might have heard it before, but do you even know what it is? Well, I bet you don't. Well, today I'm going to explain to you how to solve quadratic equations. And let's get started with the video. Okay, so first, this is how a quadratic equation looks. It looks like ax squared plus bx and plus c equals 0. I know this might be kind of confusing, but I'm explaining to you example. So let's find what x equals in this solution. So first, what we have is x squared. I just changed my mind on the question we want to use. So we have x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals 0. Now we're supposed to solve for x, but don't try factoring this. It isn't really going to end well. So instead, a mathematician invented the quadratic formula, and it helps us solve quadratic equations. So the formula for the quadratic formula is, it goes like x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2a. Sorry if that's covering, guys. 2a. So what this means, guys, is you don't know what a, b, and c means. Well, I got you. So a is the number in front of the x, b is the number in front of the x, and c is the number in front of the 2. So we have imaginary 1 here. So we could put 1x squared minus 3x minus 2. So how it goes like this: x equals to negative b, or x equals to negative b. So in this context, b is 3. So x equals to negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 3 squared, or that also equals 9. 3 squared minus 4ac. So 4 times a, or 4 times 1, and 4 times negative 2. So 4 times 1, or 4 times negative 2, which is just 8, right? Or negative 8. So this becomes plus 8. Negative 8 equals positive 8, so plus 8 divided by 2a, or 2 times 1. So we got 3 plus or minus square root of 9 plus 8 divided by 2. Well, the square root of 9 plus 8 is just the square root of... It's just the same thing as square root of 17. So we have 3 plus or minus the square root of 17 divided by 2. So plus or minus, that means we have two equations. One with a plus and one with a minus. So 3 plus root 17 divided by 2. And 1 with a minus. And 3 minus root 17 divided by 2. So these are our two solutions. Let's do another example. So, to make sure you aren't getting confused, let's do another example. So, if we if we have 5, oh, I put it, okay, there was just error. 5x squared minus 4x minus 3 equals 0. Solve for x. So to find what a, b, and c equals, remember this is the form for a quadratic equation. Ax, bx, and c. So a is 5, b is 4, and c is 3. So we have x equals to negative b. B is 4. X equals to negative 4, positive 4, plus or minus the square root of 4 squared, or 16, minus 4 times 5, or 20, times negative 3, or negative 60. So plus 60, or square root of 72, divided by 2 times 8, or 2 times 5, which equals 10. So I hope you guys understand what the A, B, and C mean. So we have 4 plus or minus the square root of 72 divided by 10. The square root of 72 equals approximately 8.48 I. I is just short for irrational. 8.48 I divided by 10. So this is the first solution. And remember, plus or minus means we're having one with a plus sign and one with a minus sign. So let's rewrite this with a minus and then a plus. So we could just stick with this one for now. That's one solution. 4 minus 8.48 I divided by 10. So guys, that's basically what it is. Let's go through one more example and then we'll wrap it up for the day. If x squared, if x squared plus 2x plus 7 equals 0. Solve for x. Remember the formula, guys. X equals to negative b, or negative 2, because b is 2 in this one. X equals to negative 2. So negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared, or 4, minus 4 times a times c, or 4 times 1, because there's imaginary 1. 4 times 1 times 7, or just 4 times 7. And 4 times 7, obviously, 4 times 7 is obviously 28. 28 divided by 2a, or 2 times a. And a in this context is 1. So we have negative 2 plus or minus square root of 4 minus 28 divided by 2. So we have the square root of negative 24. But remember, you might not know this, but square root of negative numbers don't exist. So there's no solution for x. So guys, there's actually no solution for x. But what if I told you there's something called imaginary numbers? So the square root of negative 1 equals I. I'll go through that the next video. So we could just keep x equal to this since there's no real solution. So guys, what we learned through the video is how to solve quadratic formula and what A, X, and C mean. A, B, and C mean. I hope you guys understand. Bye guys, and see you in the next video.